The more Trump elaborates his policies coming up in his second term, and the more we see the stuff he's done already, the one thing that becomes clear is that Trump understands the centrality of the energy issue to American economic, but also diplomatic, military, and foreign policy. Today's lunch order is sponsored by the Patriot Gold Group. Vladimir Putin said that the Ukrainian war is going global, and the Biden administration really left Trump with a dumpster fire as they left office. In the past, presidents have valued achieving energy independence, and Trump, of course, harps on that theme incessantly. But his views about the importance of energy go far deeper than that. Trump deeply believes, first of all, that the United States needs to achieve energy dominance, not just energy self-sufficiency. And he's used the word dominance repeatedly. The United States stands on the verge of achieving Trump's objective. Last year, the U.S. produced 12 million barrels of oil, compared to the first in the world, compared to Russia's 11 million and Saudi Arabia's 9 million. But with expanding fracking, offshore drilling in Alaska, and a variety of other measures, Trump plans to smash that record and leave it far behind. Indeed, it's not inconceivable that after the first year in office, or 2 years, Trump could move our energy production up into the range of 15 to 20 million barrels a day. By frame of reference, the global energy production is about 100 million. So it would give the United States 15 to 20% or more of the world's energy supply. Trump sees energy not just as a matter of powering automobiles and getting from here to there. First of all, it's central in his effort to deal with inflation. Trump believes that the inflation we've been experiencing in the last 4 years, that was a key factor in his election victory, is almost entirely due to Biden's energy policies. He believes that Biden was anti-oil and anti-fossil fuels well before there was any realistic chance of replacing them with renewable sources. So he sees measures to increase America's oil output as central to his economic plans. His tax cuts and his economic policies will all be devoted to expanding and growing the American economy. But unless at the same time he's able to increase energy output, it's just going to lead to more inflation and more of what terminated the Biden administration. So increasing energy production is absolutely vital to Trump's economic worldview. But it goes further than that. Trump is really a president in the long tradition, begun truly by Thomas Jefferson, of using trade and economic policies to avoid war. When Jefferson bought the Louisiana Territory in 1803, he was essentially applying the principles of commercial real estate to national policy. Wanting this additional territory, he didn't declare war. He didn't send armies overseas. He simply made a trade deal with first France and then Spain, who were desperate for money because of the drains European wars had imposed upon them. And Trump's and Jefferson's concept was to achieve the objectives of war without going to war. Similarly, Trump sees energy dominance as the way the United States can enforce its will around the world without invading or killing anybody. Indeed, the most exciting thing about the Trump presidency is that it offers the real opportunity for national hegemony without conquest, without war. And as such, it's probably going to earn a place in history as the most important influence for peace and against war in global history. But beyond the issues of war and peace, Trump sees energy expansion as the best way of reining in and disciplining China and Russia and Iran, our international adversaries. He knows that the only reason Iran is able to sponsor terrorism around the world is that Biden let it off the mat and let it increase dramatically its oil production, going from about $8 billion of reserves to over 90 billion as a result of Biden's loosening, as a result of Biden's loosening of sanctions. He also knows that the fundamental defect of China's economy, and as a result its expansionist desires, is that they have no oil. China produces only about 6 million barrels of oil a day and consumes close to 20, and is entirely dependent on Russia and Iran for its oil. Similarly, Russia has nothing but oil, no real international commerce, no real international economy. It's basically become like Saudi Arabia. Trump sees the way to discipline Russia as cutting off their access to European oil by replacing it with American liquefied natural gas. And he sees his ability to rein in Russian expansionism as closely tied to his ability to feed the world's need for oil at a lower price and cutting out the Russian economy. Similarly, Trump understands that China's desperate need for energy can discipline it economically and militarily. Will China invade Taiwan? Well, how are they going to get there if they can't find oil, or they can't use oil or energy? And Trump is going to use the American dominance of oil to manipulate Russia economically and to manipulate China militarily. So oil looms large in Trump's planning. And if you want to assess what he's going to do in his second term, look to what his energy policy will be. Thanks for watching. Today's lunch alert is sponsored by the Patriot Gold Group. Vladimir Putin said that the Ukrainian war is going global. And the Biden administration really left Trump with a dumpster fire as they left office, striking Russia with missiles from the United States fired from Ukraine. The rising threat of World War III could drive gold up to $2,800 by Christmas. Goldman Sachs says go for the gold in 2025. And the Wall Street Journal reported that gold is a better bet than stocks in the coming year. So call the Patriot Gold Group. The Patriot Gold Group offers no fee for life IRAs to viewers of these videos. The IRA minimums are $25,000 and $100,000 for the no fee for life IRA. So call the Patriot Gold Group and ask for the no fee for life IRA.